responding with a fundamental move that battles for the center. With the accelerated London, white develops the bishop and controls the center. Natural knight development creates a balanced position. Developing the knight while grabbing the center, textbook opening. They just missed the opportunity to prepare a bishop for development. Getting that bishop ready to rumble. Getting ready to unleash the bishop, I see. Developing the knight and attacking the center at the same time, efficient. Equal trade offer, take it or leave it. A solid choice. Castling kingside tends to be safer because your king is further from the center of the board. Thumbs up for this one. Oh, look, they forced the opponent to double pawns. This recapture is straightforward. They just missed the opportunity to strike at the center with a pawn. Yikes, this lets the opponent develop a piece while also winning a tempo on a knight. Too bad they missed a chance to develop a piece while also winning a tempo on a knight. Textbook fianchetto, solid positional play. That's an okay move. That's the one. What a find. Developing the bishop while grabbing the center, textbook opening. Developing the knight while grabbing the center, textbook opening. This sets up the threat to capture a knight and win material after the follow-up trades. Black has a backward pawn, which can be a weakness. Forming a pawn chain, classic structure. That pawn striking at the center to fight for space. This misses out on the chance to increase a bishop's scope by moving it to a better square. This overlooks an opportunity to connect rooks. That misses a much better move. Simple as that. This is just the strongest option. Very precise. Textbook. Connecting the rooks. Textbook stuff. The best move. Simple as that. Black has all pieces ready for action and into the battle. That allows them the opportunity to force an isolated pawn. Equal trade keeps things simple. Recapturing is the obvious move. Textbook. Targeting that pawn chain, classic strategy. Striking at the center, textbook opening strategy. Gotta fight for space. Trading pieces, keeping it balanced. Textbook stuff. Taking back what's rightfully theirs. Textbook. That's a much safer square for the pawn. Live to fight another day. Solid move, but not the best. From equal to worse, that's a tough break. From better to level, that's a tough break for white. Solid move. Gaining tempo by attacking a rook, solid move. This basically hands the opponent the chance to win material by trapping a piece. That piece is trapped. White will win material. This is just the strongest option. Very precise. Free rook. Don't mind if I do. Textbook. Connecting the rooks. Textbook stuff. Securing that outpost. Textbook stuff. Wow, they totally missed a way to move a queen to safety. The best move. Simple as that. Rook on the open file. Standard stuff. This permits the opponent to pin a knight. This misses an opportunity to pin a knight. Move it or lose it, queen. A wise choice. Gotta know when to hold them and when to fold them. This misses out on the chance to push a passed pawn. Missing a win? That's gotta hurt. This gives the opponent the green light to kick a queen. That passed pawn is gonna be a menace. Now there's a looming threat to capture a knight and win material after the follow-up trades. This misses an opportunity to add a defender to a vulnerable knight. From winning to worse, that's a tough break. That's the one. What a find. This misses an opportunity to connect rooks. That bishop's got some serious range now. Not a mistake, but not the best move either. Standard. Not the best move. There was something much better. Doubling the rooks, classic strategy. This allows them to team up and create threats. A new active square for that piece. Textbook stuff. There were worse moves, but also something much better. This is just the strongest option. Very precise. Textbook. Not the best move, too bad. That's an okay move. That piece has found a new and active square. Those doubled rooks are teaming up to make some threats. Excellent move. Not the best move. There was something much better. A solid choice. The best move, simple as that. Solid move, but not the best. From worse to losing, that's how you snatch defeat from the jaws of not so bad for white. Solid move. This misses an opportunity to attack a pawn chain. Not a mistake, but not the best move either. That's an okay move. A new active square for that piece. Textbooks. Protecting the pawn. A solid, if uninspired, choice. Thumbs up for this one. Excellent move. A solid choice. Solid move, but not the best. Solid move. Thumbs up for this one. This is just the strongest option. Very precise. Excellent move. Not a mistake, but not the best move either. Standard. Connecting the rooks. Textbook stuff. A solid choice. Textbook. That's an okay move. Solid move, but not the best. The best move. Simple as that. Thumbs up for this one. That was an unfortunate error, missing a much better move. There was only one good move there, and they missed it. Ouch. That pawn's got a one-way ticket to promotion. Dodging the check, smart move. Excellent move. Protecting the pawn, smart move. A quiet move to stop the pawn. Gotta keep the position under control. A solid choice. A new active square for that piece. Textbook stuff. Shielding the pawn, smart move. Kicking the rook. They just left their pawn undefended. It's free for the... Missed a free pawn, but they're still winning. Threatening the rook and winning a tempo, smart. Thumbs up for this one. Recapturing is the way to go. Simple? A wise choice. Gotta know when to hold them and when to fold. Free pawn? Don't mind if I do. Too bad, they missed a... This overlooks an opportunity to force an isolated pawn. There were worse moves, but also something much better. Not the best move, too bad. This permits the opponent to eventually win material. That bishop's got some serious range. By playing this, they let the opponent take an outpost with a bishop, supporting the pawn's quest for promotion. Now there's a looming threat to eventually win a pawn. Excellent move. That's a much safer square for the rook. Live to fight another. Too bad. They missed a chance to activate the king by getting it off of the back rank. That allows them the opportunity to take an open file with a rook, claiming that open file textbook rook activity. This is just the strongest option. Very precise. That blocks the check from the opposing rook. That's the only move? What a find. Trading pieces, keeping it balanced. This recapture is straightforward. They failed to notice a chance to activate the king by getting it off of the back rank. That's the only move. They found it. Equal trade, keeping it simple. Textbook. Getting the king involved, endgame style. Equal trade keeps things simple. That pawn is on a mission. It's a passed pawn. Dodging the check, smart move. This puts their... A solid choice. Thumbs up for this one. This puts their rook on a safer... That passed pawn is on a... That's a nasty fork. Dodging the rook. Grabbing that free pawn. That passed... The best move. Excellent move. This is just the strong... That passed pawn is... A solid... That passed pawn is on a mission. Smart move. Promoting to a queen, standard procedure. Claiming that out. This checkmate. Dodging. Checkmate. The best move, simplest. Dodging the checkmate. That's all she wrote.